Welcome, everybody. We got 7 breaks tonight. We're going to start off with our 25 Phoenix Football Hobby PYT 774. Then we have 24 Illusions Football Premium Hobby PYT 761. 25 Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby PYT 781. 25 Luminance Football Hobby PYT 771. 24 Rookies and Stars First Off the Line PYT 762. Then we have 25 Mosaic Football Hobby PYT 753. Then we're going to end the night with our 22 Topps Chrome Sonic and Sapphire Baseball, the 2-box mixer PYT 776. We do have some spots available in tonight's breaks. If you guys want to grab them, now is the time. There is a link in the chat. There is a code also. You guys can use that checkout to get your 10% off. It's in that same message next to the link in the chat. Make sure you guys copy and paste that. Use that to get your 10% off. Our first break is full tonight. Let's pull the list up for this one. It is our 2025 Phoenix Football Hobby PYT 774. Got Shelton down here with the Colts in the 32nd spot. Names on the left, teams on the right. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess the player on the last auto. But if you guess correctly, you'll get 20 in credit to use in our shop for any breaks, packs, or boxes. Good luck to everybody in this one. Let's get started. We have 12 packs, 5 cards per packs. We're going to have 2 autos, 1 mem per box on average. Good luck to everybody in this one. Up next after this is our Illusions Football Premium. We went live tonight. We had 13 total spots left. So there's just a couple spots left in a few of our breaks. If you guys want to grab those teams, make sure you use that one. Yeah, put your guess in the chat. Yep, just guess a player from this 2025 Phoenix product. If you guess correct, you'll get 20 in credit. Put your guesses in the chat. Make sure you guys do not guess a player that's already been guessed in the chat. Be the first in the chat with that guess. You'll get 20 in credit if you're correct. There's Colston Loveland. Right, Smith, Jackson Dart on the Paragon. We got Michael Penix and Ladd McConkey. Maxwell Hairston. Bryce Young. Bijan Robinson. Keon Coleman. Oops, we got one more Bo Nix on the back. We will be breaking again on Tuesday, so make sure you grab your spots on Tuesday's breaks as well. There's Luther Burden, Christian McCaffrey, Torrey Holt, Patrick Surtain II, and Terry McLaurin. We have Ted McMillan, DK. This one is out of 199, sorry. A green contours of Travion Henderson. That one's going to be out of 99. 97 out of 99. Javon Curse, Steve Spurrier. Borgalis. Tyrese Smith, Quinshon Judkins on the Thunderbirds, Jordan Love, Zach Ertz. That's back. We have Kyle McCord. And we have a Tyler Shug auto for the Saints. It's a red parallel. That is numbered out of 99. Nice hit for the Saints spot. That is the first of what should be 2 autos in this box. And you guys are guessing the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. We have Chase Brown, Deshaun Jackson, Lance Briggs. Let's top load what we have so far here. Okay, guys, up next is our Illusions Premium 2024 Illusions Premium box. It's coming up next. So if you're in that one, that will follow this break. We do have spots available in some of our other breaks tonight as well, guys. There is that link pinned in the chat. There is a code to get 10% off any of those remaining spots. Nick Scranton, Jalen Lane, got McMillan on the red. Thunderbirds out of 249. Calvin Austin, Sam Darnold. We should have one more auto and one min left. Isaac Tesla, Josh Allen, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jaden Daniels, Alex Highsmith. We have Benjamin Morrison and Dylan Sampson on the rookie patch auto, the Ascension rookie jersey autographs. Dylan Sampson for the Browns. That one is out of 49, 26 out of 49. That's it for the Brown spot. Quinshon Judkins out for the remainder of the year. He should be their lead back. Dylan Sampson out of 49 should be our final out of the break. There's Taysom Hill, DeAndre Swift, Devonta Adams. Michael Williams, Taj Brooks, Matthew Golden, Calvin Ridley, Joe Mixon. Feels like a pick back here. This might be our mem. Graham Mertz, Tuamalo Olalu on the franchise future mem. So we're going to the Colts. That is going to be numbered out of 249. I sit there for the Colts spot. We have Jalen Milroe, rookie red. That is out of 99. Austin Eckler, Brian Thomas, and our final pack of the break. Jaden Higgins, Derrick Henry, Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, Braylon Allen. Let's top load recap, then we'll move on to our Illusions Premium Hobby Box. That is coming up next. Again, guys, get your spots in the upcoming breaks tonight. The link is pinned in the chat. There is a code for 10% off. That future break schedule link, it'll pop up in the chat as well. That's where you guys can go and see what we have scheduled, our upcoming breaks, everything we have listed. We do have breaks on Tuesday coming up. Out of 249, there's the McMillan Thunderbirds. Jalen Milroe was out of 99. The Paragon of Jackson Dart. Timry DK out of 199. The Green Contours, this was out of 99. That was Travion Henderson. And we had our men was out of 249 for the Colts. Chug auto out of 99 for the Saints. Dylan Sampson, rookie patch auto, guess of the break out of 49 for the Browns. That'll do it for break number 1. Up next is going to be the Illusions Premium Hobby Box. Should have an auto in there, so you guys get your guesses in on this one as well. We update our title. This one is full, but we do have spots available in tonight's breaks as well, so make sure you grab those spots, guys. All right, here's our list. Your names are on the left, your teams are on the right. This is PYT 761 Illusions Premium Hobby. Zach down here with the Titans in the bottom spot. Those guesses in for the player on the last auto. We'll be right back with PYT 761 in just a moment. All right, here's our Illusions Premium Hobby. We should have one auto, one mem per box on average. 10 packs, 5 cards per pack. Good luck to everybody in this. Again, you do not have to be in the break to guess a player on the last auto in here for 20 in credit. Put your guesses in the chat. There is an empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one. Up next after this is our 25 Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby. That has come up next. Hope all of you guys had a great Christmas. It seemed like it went quick this year. Hard to believe it's the end of December already. We start in 2026 soon. We got Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Jared Goff, Roger Staubach for Dallas out of 75. Hit for the Cowboys. Tyre Franklin, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., Shining Stars, J.J. McCarthy. Stephon Diggs, Anthony Richardson, Adonai Mitchell, Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson on the amazing insert. There's Josh Jacobs, Luke Musgrave, C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, and Tua on the Shining Stars. Amir Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Christian Watson, Jordan Love. We have the Wesley Walker Jets, Cracked Ice Jets Clutch. Hey, we got a Dallas Turner First Impressions Big Patch Auto out of 299. That was going to the Vikings spot. Shining Stars, Brock Purdy, Bryce Young, Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette. CeeDee Lamb, Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott. Like a star parallel here of Cooper Kupp. And we got Travis Etienne. We got 3 packs left. There's Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Trey Hendrickson, Terry and Arnold out of 75 on the Great Expectations mem for the Lions. Then we got Trevor Lawrence. Here's Caleb Williams for the Bears. Roma Dunze, DJ Moore. Out of 75, we got Devin Leary and DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. Our final pack. It's Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Carson Steele, Xavier Worthy, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's top load recap, then we'll move on to our Bowman Chrome, which is coming up next. Again, guys, grab your spots in these upcoming breaks tonight. We had about 13 spots available when we went live. crossed about 4 different breaks. Make sure you grab your spots. And Tuesday's breaks as well. We'll be breaking again on Tuesday. I have all but one spot accounted for Tuesday. I'll see kind of what sells over the next couple days. Whatever is closest to full, we'll throw on Tuesday. Then we'll have another break night on Thursday next week as well. We have Bowman Chrome, then we have Luminance, Rookies and Stars, first off the line. A couple other breaks tonight. Should have 5 more breaks left. Mosaic Football is one of them as well. All right, let's do a recap here. We got the Wesley Walker Cracked Ice, Cooper Cup, Travis Etienne, out of 75, Terry Arnold, Rookie Great Expectations patch. We got Trevor Lawrence, Devin Leary out of 75 for the Ravens. Out of 75, this is Roger Staubach. And our auto was Dallas Turner out of 299 on the rookie patch auto. That's it for the Vikings. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Yeah, we can get some Origins. We could always throw some Origin breaks out there. It's always been a popular break. See what we can do. All right, 25 Bowman Chrome is coming up next. Bowman Chrome, get your guesses in for the player on the last auto out of this Bowman Chrome box. If you guess correctly, again, you'll get 20 in credit to using our shop for any breaks, packs, or boxes. We have a list here. Your names are on the left, teams are on the right. This is 25 Bowman Chrome Baseball PYT 781. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We'll be right back with this one in just a moment. All right, here we go with our Bowman Chrome. Good luck, everyone. And this is 2025 Bowman Chrome, 6 packs, 10 cards per pack. Should have 2 autos per box on average. You're guessing the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. There's 6 packs. There's our empty box. And good luck to everybody in this one. Wyatt Langford, Angel Acuna. We got a red rookie of Logan Henderson. Meteoric Rise out of Bobby Witt. Toronto out of 250. Going to the Twins on the first Bowman. Bryce Eldridge. Lorky Rodriguez, Diego Torres, Elaine Pena, Cam Schittler. Junior Caminero, Spencer Schwellenbach, Mike Trout, Ivan Marinez, the first Bowman mini diamond there. Then we got the yellow Toronto out of 75, another one for the Twins, or second of his. Carlos Pazana, Zach Cole, Servino, Will Taylor, Charlie Condon. Pack number 3. We got Bobby Witt Jr., Francisco Lindor, Fernando Tatis, Bryce Harper out of 150 on the blue. Nice one for the Phillies. And Johnny Reno Severino on the first. Bowman is out of 150. One of the Pirates spot. That's auto 1 of 2. We got Leo DeVries, Arguelles, Medina, and Inalon. Let's top load here, and then we'll go through the second half of this one. Up next after this is 25 Luminance Football Hobby PYT 771. Luminance is up next. Get those guesses in for the player on the last auto. You still have a chance. We got 3 packs left. Now's the time to get those guesses in and grab any of those remaining spots as well. Link is pinned in the chat. There is a code next to that link. You can copy and paste, use it, checkout to get 10% off all the spots you buy for this break tonight. We will be back again on Tuesday. Marcelo Meyer, Shane Smith, Dalton Rushing, Chad Patrick for the Brewers. That's another red rookie. And we have Warren Calcano out of 25 on the orange shimmer. Nice hit for the Royals. Marcelo Meyer, Alan Fountain, Devin Fitzgerald, Umala, J.J. Weatherholt. Paul Skeens, Cody Bellinger, Alcantara. Corey Cousins looks to be our last auto. Corey Cousins for the Royals on the base, first Bowman auto. Then out of 299, we got Verdi-Bus. First Bowman for the Phillies. Jesus Mate, Rito, Rivas on the first Bowman. Eugene Macarez, Henry Martinez, first Bowman. Our final pack of this break. Jackson Holiday, Uchi, Randy Rosarena, Mick Abel on the red rookie for the Phillies. There's Nick Kurtz on the max volume, Christian Campbell, Kevin Alvarez, Izu Gere. That one's got a little damage on it. Hard to see there. That's RJ Shrek and Jordan Sanchez to end it. Let's top load recap. Then we're going to move on to our Luminance Football Hobby PYT 771 coming up next. All right, let's do our recap. There's Chad Patrick for the Brewers on the red rookie. Out of 25, Warren Falconeau. Verdi-Bus out of 299. Mick Abel on the red rookie for the Phillies. Logan Henderson for the Brewers on the red rookie. Toronto out of 250. Marinez on the mini diamond first Bowman. Toronto out of 75 on the yellow. Bryce Harper out of 150 on the blue. Severino out of 150 on the first Bowman for the Pirates. And Corey Cousins was our last auto in the guess of the break on the base auto for the Royals. That does it for Bowman. Rome. Now it's time for Luminance. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in Luminance. Luminance football is coming up next. Take a look and see if we got that one filled or not. We are full with luminance as well. Those guesses in. Pull this list up. Excuse me. Good luck to everybody in this. Oh, I gotta get the title updated here as well. Yeah, I got the title updated. The list is getting pulled up here. PYT 77125 Luminance Football Hobby. Names are on the left, teams are on the right. Truck driver with the Rams in the bottom spot. Rams and Cowboys down there. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We should have a couple autos in this one. PYT 771 coming up next. All right, guys, here we go with our Luminance Football Hobby. 4 packs, 10 cards per pack. 3 autos, 1 mem per box. You guys are guessing the player on the last of the autos for 20 in credit. Our 4 packs. There's our empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one. We got Brock Purdy to start us off. Drake London. James Cook. Justin Herbert. Our first of the numbered parallels. Tyler Shug. Out of 299, going to the Saints. First mem, Nick Bosa. Swatches. Nick Bosa for the 49ers. One that's not numbered. See, is Nico Collins. Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins. Merware for the Seahawks. Derek Harmon for the Steelers. Kit reporter card. Next pack. We should have 3 straight autos coming up. There's 3 autos, 1 min per box on average. Hold our min, so we should have 3 autos. You guys are guessing the player on the last auto. We got Mike Quick, Yvonne Thibodeau, Tebow Samuel, Brian Thomas Jr., DeAndre Hopkins out of 299. And this one's going to be for the Ravens. Then we have our first of what should be 3 autos. This is out of 700. That is the Commanders' Trey Amos. And we have Isaiah Bond on the dynamic insert. The Browns, Malachi Starks, Jack Vetch, and Luther Bird, the Bears. Next pack. Up next after this one's our 24 rookies and stars 2024 Rookies and Stars First Off the Line Hobby Box. That is coming up next, PYT 762. Jalen McMillan. Saquon Barkley. DeAndre Hopkins again for the Ravens. Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty out of 75 on this one. Going to the Raiders. Then you have Cam Ward. That's going to be out of 50. That's a rookie run there. 31 out of 50 on the Cam Ward going to Tennessee. And our second auto of the break. Out of 25. 24 out of 25 on that one. That is Derek Harmon with the Steelers. And then we have the dynamic Emeka Abuka, Cam Scatabo, Ashton Genty again, and Luke Lackey for the Texans. Here's our last pack, which should have our last auto in here. Again, we got 24 Rookies and Stars coming up next. Grab your spots, guys, in these upcoming breaks. There's Jamar Chase, Keyshawn Butte, Mark Van Eaton, Taylor McLaughlin. We have Jordan Love out of 199. Jordan Love out of 199 for the Packers spot. Top of that, we got our next auto here. And I guess in the break, it's a year one auto, a Jay Higgins for Baltimore. Jay Higgins is going to be on that auto. Year one, Jay Higgins auto. And we have Unforgettable Bo Nix. Elick Imanor. Will Collins. Kobe Hudson. So let's top load and recap. That's our Luminance break. Rookies and Stars first off the lines coming up next. Then we have Mosaic Football. Then we end the night with our 22 Topps Chrome Sonic and Sapphire Football. That's a mixer, baseball mixer to end it. We have 3 more breaks tonight. We'll top load these. We'll do a recap, then we'll move on to our Rookies and Stars first off the line. Last one to top load here. $2.99 Tyler Shug. $2.99 DeAndre Hopkins going to the Ravens. Ashton Genty out of 75 going to the Raiders. Cam Ward out of 50. Out of 50, Cam Ward going to Tennessee. Out of 199, Jordan Love. Nick Bosa on the Spirit swatches. Amos out of 700. And it's going to be Trey Amos for the Commanders. Carmen out of 25 for the Raiders. Jay Higgins on the year one signature for the Ravens. Eric Carmen was the Steelers. Jay Higgins, the Raiders. All right, that does it for Luminance. All right, let me get our title updated. We'll see how many spots we have left in this one, if any. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto out of first off the line, 2024 rookies and stars. We'll have 6 teams left in this one. Let me double check. Pretty sure we have 6 teams left. So we have the Cardinals, Falcons, Lions, Saints, Jets, and Commanders out of 2024 rookies and stars. Clam, that is on the schedule for Tuesday. If you look at the future break schedule, you can see we got it put together. That will be going Tuesday. Anybody that wants to know what we have coming up as far as breaks go, there's a link in the chat. It'll take you to a Google sheet. It is our future break schedule link. Make sure you bookmark that page. You can keep track of all the breaks that you purchase once we get them put on the schedule. We always send out messages a day before. So you won't get a message for the break until a day before the breaks, but if you want to see what we're scheduling ahead of time, that future break schedule will take you there. 2024 rookies and stars. First off the line is what is up next. This is PYT 762. These teams in yellow are available. So we do have the Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, Detroit Lions, New Orleans Saints, New York Jets, and Washington Commanders. There's a link in the chat. It's pinned in the chat if you guys want to grab those teams. There's a code next to that link. You can copy and paste. Use it to get 10% off all these teams. So whatever teams are available tonight that you purchase, put that code in the checkout to get your 10% off. Your teams are all on the right. Your names are on the left. Teams in yellow available. This is 24 rookies and stars football. First off the line, PYT 762. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. We'll be right back in a moment to start this one. All right, guys, here we go with 24 rookies and stars. First off the line. And these teams in yellow were available. There's that link in the chat if you want to grab them. I'll leave the listing up for a little while here. We got the Cardinals, Falcons, Lions, Saints, Jets, and Commanders. If anybody wants to grab those last teams, use the link pinned in the chat. Make sure you copy and paste that code next to that link as well. Copy and paste it. Use it at checkout for 10% off those teams. Good luck to everybody in this one. Again, it's first off the line. We should have 2 autos, 2 men's per box. We have 6 packs per box, 10 cards per pack as well. Good luck to everybody in this one. Up next after this break is our Mosaic football break, and then we end it with our Sonic and Sapphire. Those are the last 2 breaks of the night. All right, if somebody else beats you ahead of time, it might not process that. But if you got it in time, it'll process and then it'll update. Sometimes it takes a little bit to update. But sometimes there's people trying to grab the team at the same time, and it may take it a while to process. And we'll go to whoever grabbed the team first. All right, so here's our packs. And this is first off the line. We'll have 2 autos, 2 men's. You guys are guessing the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. Good luck to everybody in this one. We have Terry McLaurin to start us off. Michael Pittman Jr., Myles Garrett, Justin Jefferson. That is out of 299. We have our first of what should be two men's in here. That is Joe Milton, High Octane. That one is out of 399 on the men. Then we have J.J. McCarthy, Marshall Falk on the touchdown club, Michael Penix on the silver refractor, Warren Jackson, and Chase McClellan. Baker Mayfield, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Garrett Wilson. That is Javonte Williams for the Broncos, and that is out of 299. One of our first off the line, parallel Chase McClellan. This is out of 18. 1 out of 18 on the cracked ice. We got the rookie rush, Trey Benson. They ought to on the draft class. C.J. Stroud on the Crusade. Brian Thomas Jr. and A.J. Barner rookies. Our next pack. Brandon Ayuk. Amari Cooper. Mondre Stevenson. And we got some Panini points. Hopefully that didn't replace our other auto. 151 or 150 Panini points. We'll random those at the end. Jahmyr Gibbs. Thrillers out of 25. 5 out of 25 on that one. Artistry in Motion. Kyron Williams. Ryan Thomas Jr. Javion Sanders. Malik Washington. And Keelan Robinson. Let's top load here. We got 3 packs left. We got 150 Panini points to random off to someone in the break at the end. We have Mosaic Football coming up next. That is PYT 753. So if you're waiting on that break, that does follow this one. We end the night with our 22 Sonic and Sapphire mixer. That is a baseball break. We will be back again on Tuesday with some breaks. We do have that schedule almost filled out. If you guys want to see what we're breaking on Tuesday, use that future break schedule link in the chat as well. You guys can see what we have coming up. That way, if you bought into any breaks, you can see what else is scheduled as well. Everything that is posted. All right, here we go. Last 3 packs. Stephon Diggs. TJ Watt. Deshaun Watts. We got another cracked ice here. As Brian Thomas Jr. on the rookies. Cracked ice. That one is out of 18 as well. 7 out of 18. Those are the first off the line cracked ice. Marshawn Lloyd. Sean Alexander on the touchdown club. John Edwards out of 149. Going to the Steelers spot. Aaron Jones, Crusade. Edrin Cooper for DeJean. Last 2 packs coming up. Isaiah Pacheco. Tyler Lockett. We have Javonte Williams. And auto of Trey Benson. 76 out of 299, Trey Benson. Patrick, that Luminance break was before this one. If you want to scroll back on the live stream, you can catch that one. Byron Murphy out of 125. Spencer Rattler, Amari Cooper, Aaron Rodgers on the airborne, Malik Neighbors, and Kamari Lannister. For the last pack, again, we got 150 Panini points to random off to someone in this break as well. There's Kendrick Bourne, Derrick Henry, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, there's our second auto. Bucky Irving on the Dress for Success Mem auto. And guess of the break, that is out of 99. 45 out of 99 on the Bucky Irving auto. Nice hit for Tampa Bay. Bucky's a guess of this break. We have Chopper Robinson, Alvin Kamara, Evan Culp out of 299. Thrillers of Patrick Mahomes, Eric All, and Dejon Edwards. All right, let's top load them. We'll random off the 150 points. I'll have to update the list too, so anybody that bought in those last few spots, they're eligible for the 150 and points. We'll get these top loaded. We'll random off the 150 and points, and then we will move on to our Mosaic Football. All right, so let me go through the randomizer setup here. We get all these teams updated so I can make sure everybody who bought a team that's eligible to get the 150 points. Right. I think we're up to date here. All right, here's the list. We random off those points. So I'm going to get all your names here. Everyone who bought a spot. We only had 2 spots that did not sell. That was the Jets and Commanders. At the list randomizer, we'll copy and paste all your names in there. There's all your names. All your entries for all the teams you purchased in this break. Again, there's the list. There's your names. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to randomize that list 5 times. 3 and 2 is 5 times. Whichever team or name is in the top spot after the 5th randomization gets 150 points. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our 5th and final time, 5 times. Dutchman Collectibles is going to get the points. Let's put 150 points by one of his spots here. Congrats on that. It's been a while since we had to random off some points. There they are. Go back to. All right, let's do a randomization. 150 points going to Dutchman Collectibles. Our recap: Brian Thomas Jr. and the Jags going to the Jags out of 18 on the Stellar Rookies. Edwards out of 149 for the Steelers. Byron Murphy out of 125 on the draft class. Devin Culp out of 299 for Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson out of 299 for the Vikings. An airborne of Michael Penix Devonta Williams out of 299. Chase McClellan out of 18. That is going to the Atlanta Falcons. Another one of the first off the line exclusive. Jahmyr Gibbs. Thrillers out of 25. 5 out of 25. Joe Milton on the patch. High Octane out of 399. Trey Benson auto out of 299. And Bucky Irving out of 99. 45 out of 99 on the Bucky Irving. Dress for Success, man. Again, we gave away that 150 Dutchman collectibles. Got that. All right, that does it for Rookies and Stars. Mosaic Football is up next. It's 2025 Mosaic Football. You guys want to start getting your guesses in for the player on the last auto out of Mosaic Football? Now's the time to get those guesses in. Good luck to everybody in this one as well. Let's see. We got one team left in this one. The Commanders in 2025 Mosaic. If anybody wants the Commanders, now's the time to grab them. There is a link pinned in the chat. There is a code. Next to that link, you can copy and paste. Use that checkout to get the discount on the last teams. Here's our list. This is PYT 753. It's 25 Mosaic Football Hobby. The Commanders are available. If anybody wants the Commanders, now's the time to grab them. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We should have 2 autos per box on average in this one. Mosaic Football PYT 753 coming up next. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, here we go with our 25 Mosaic Football PYT 753. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. 10 packs, 15 cards per pack, 2 autos per box on average. And like we did last break, if we get Panini points, we'll random those off to someone in the break. There's our packs. There's our empty box. Luck. Actually, yes. Good luck to everybody in this one. The Commanders are available if anyone wants to snatch them up real quick. There's Darnell Mooney, Baker Mayfield, Joe Namath, Mason Graham. We got the Panini emblems here on the Josie Joel. That is out of 149. Antoine Winfield on the white parallel out of 25. 24 out of 25. Elon Walker. That one is out of 199. And then we got the carbon copy Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors. That's a Giants and Bengals on that one. So let's see. Probably one we will have to randomize. I can never find the team. There we go. Yep, we'll have different ones, so we'll random that at the end. Montage, TJ Watt, Kid Reporter card in the middle there. Gabriel Davis on the England games. James Cook, Hall of Fame, Kurt Warner. Keon Coleman, Kyler Murray, Andre Reed. We have one more break left tonight, and that is our Topps Chrome Sonic and Sapphire 2022 baseball coming up next. Matthew Stafford, Gabriel Davis, Tiki Barber, Jackson Hawes, Nick Scranton, Cam Ward on the silver, Jamal Anderson, Minna Mastery, Ashton Genty, Lad McConkey, Sean McVay, Caleb Johnson, Christian Watson, Joe Mixon, Isaiah Likely, Patrick Mahomes. We got Tajay Spears, Chris Olave, Tucker Kraft, Jack Betch, Kel Williams, Jaden Higgins on the red parallel. One is not number. We'll top load that before we ship. Same with the RJ Harvey. Moments in Time, Jamar Chase, Travis Hunter on the lighted up. Jaden Reed on the Brazil game, Trey Tucker, Shador Sanders, Corey Dillon, Tariq Woolen, and Bo Nix. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. There's Jared Verse, Eric Armstead, Will Anderson, Quinshawn Judkins. Our first of what should be two autos. Donovan Ezeru. Oh man, I just butchered that. Good luck with that name. That is going to the Cowboys spot. And we got Cam Ward, silver. That's a variation there. Kind of surprised the regular doesn't have a rookie emblem on it. There's Kareem Hunt, Xavier Worthy, Drake May, another kid reporter card, Najee Harris, Jordan Love, Tank Bigsby, Romeo Dobbs, Michael Irvin, and Josh Downs. This should be pack number 6. Number 5. Pack 5. Jeffrey Simmons, Devonta Adams, Matthew Golden, Jaquez Hunter, Al Toon, Tyler Warren, Jared Goff, Moments in Time, that is Josh Allen. And this is another one here we'll have to random. T. Higgins, Seth McMillan on the carbon copies. Different numbers there as well. Hall of Fame, Eric Allen, Michael Vick, Cam Scatabo, Chuck Foreman, Jameer Gibbs, Devonta Smith. Let's top load what we have so far, and we'll finish the second half. And you have time to get your guesses in. You do not have to be in the break to guess the player on the last auto for 20 credit. We'll get these top loaded. We'll do the second half of this break. Then we'll random off the carbon copies we have to random off at the end. Again, we have one more break tonight. That is our Sapphire and Sonic 2022 mixer. We will be back Tuesday for full slate of breaks on Tuesday as well, 9 p.m. Central. You guys want to buy into any of those? There's Quentin Johnston, Jalen Hurts, Steve Young, TJ Giddens, Frank Gore, Barry McBride, Nico Collins, Caleb Williams on the Minna Mastery, another good reporter card there. There's T. Higgins, Brian Thomas Jr., Brock Purdy, Devin Hester, Jake Ferguson, Robert Brazell. 4 packs left. Should have one auto left. Here. Warren Sapp, Marshall Falk, Jerry Judy, Quinn Ewers, LaJohntay Wester, Danny White, Aaron Jones on the orange parallel out of 199. Vlad McConkey. Then we have a carbon copy, Jonathan Taylor, Amari and Hampton. Colts, Chargers. Do we have the same owner on these? We do, so this one will not get ran. That's going to the same owner. Travion Henderson, Ray Lewis, Caleb Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., Jack Campbell, Joe Theismann. 3 packs left. That is Eric Moulds, the Texans. Joe Burrow, Harold Carmichael, Mason Taylor, Shamar Stewart, rookie, Malik Neighbors, silver, Demario Davis. We have Trevonde Sweat, Emeka Buka, overdrive, silver, Chris Johnson, Barry Sanders, Drake London, Javon Kwame, Gradishar, and Travis Etienne. Kyle Van Noy, Dawson Knox, Sam Darnold, Kelvin Banks Jr., and we got Tedoroa McMillan on our second auto. He's going to be the guess of the break. I sit for the Panthers spot. And then we have Trevor Lawrence on the blue out of 99. Donovan Jackson, JSN, carbon copy, Alvin Kamara and Jahmyr Gibbs. Lions Saints. That one will get random as well at the end. Reporter card, Travis Hunter, Cole Kmet, Josie Joel, Zach Ertz. We got Tua and TJ Hawkinson. Our final pack of this break. Michael Penix Jr., Ben Roethlisberger, Derrick Henry, Woody Marks, Kyle Williams, Alvin Kamara on the silver, Isaiah Davis, McMillan, Garrett Wilson on the blue, out of 99, 30, 8 out of 99, Nico Collins, Jack Besh, Chase Brown, Joe Horn, Dante Culpepper, Alvin Kamara. Topload these, and we'll random off our carbon copies. So what we'll do a left-right random. Teams on the left, right. All right, let me get the randomizer set up. All right, there's our left and rights. We'll roll the dice. I'm going to randomize that list 7 times, 1 and 6 for 7. Whichever position's in the one spot after our 7th randomization, teams on that side will get those cards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our 7th final time, 7 times. The teams on the left. The left are going to get those. Put that on the list here. Teams on the left. Our teams on the left, they are the Saints and Alvin Kamara on this one. And we got the Bengals on these. The Malik Neighbors, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Ted McMillan. Those will go to the Bengals. All right, let's do our recap of our top-loaded number cards. We do have a bunch of other cards. We'll top-load all the silvers, any of the rookie variations that are in this middle pile before we ship as well. There's Aaron Jones. This is going to be out of 199 on the Aaron Jones for the Vikings. Trevor Lawrence blue out of 99. Garrett Wilson blue out of 99. Josie Joel out of 149. Antoine Winfield Jr. out of 25. Jalon Walker out of 199. Cam Ward on the silvers as the base rookie and the variation. And we got D-Easy here for the Dallas Cowboys on our first auto, and Federoa McMillan for the Carolina Panthers on the final auto of the break and the guess of the break. That is going to do it for our mosaic break. Up next is our 22 baseball mixer of Sonic and Sapphire baseball. You guys are going to get your guesses in for the player on the last numbered parallel of this one. Double check and see if we got any spots available. All right. We have two teams left in this one. They are the Colorado Rockies, Texas Rangers. So if anybody wants to hop in this Sonic Sapphire mixer, grab those spots. Yeah, I think we had more than just those as far as Bengals go. Bengals did get the carbon copies. All right, this is 22 Chrome Sonic and Sapphire Baseball. It's a two-box break, PYT 776. Let me pull our list up. The only two teams we have available are the Rockies and Rangers. There's a link in the chat if you guys want to grab them. Now's the time to do it. Get your guesses in for the player on the last numbered parallel. We'll be right back with 22 Sapphire Sonics baseball mixer. It's PYT 776. All right, here we go with our last break of the night. The Rockies and Rangers were available. If anybody wants to grab them, use that link in the chat. This is PYT 776. No, Photogenic was not on the schedule tonight. If you want to check out our scheduled breaks, our list of breaks, use the future break schedule link in the chat. There's our Sapphire Edition 2022. We'll have numbered parallels out of here. So we'll save this box for last. We got the 4 black and white Ray Waves parallels out of Sonic. We'll have 16 packs, 4 cards per pack. This one will have, how many packs are in this one? 8 packs, 4 cards per pack here. So get your guesses in for the player on the last numbered parallel out of this break. Grab those last two teams, Rangers and Rockies. There's an empty box here. We'll save those packs till the end. So we have our Sonic packs to start us off. You can find Sonic parallels and numbered parallels possible. Autos are possible. They're not guaranteed. But we will have the 4 Ray Waves, the black and white Ray Waves. There's our empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one as well. And we'll do the Sapphire packs last. Here we go. Good luck to everybody in this one. Again, if you guys want to see our break schedule, use that future break schedule link to see what we have scheduled coming up. We are breaking again on Tuesday and Thursday. Fernando Tatis, Cole Calhoun, Isaiah Connor Falafa, and we got Josh Hader. If you don't see anything on Tuesday, list, it is very possible it'll go on Thursday. I haven't set up Thursdays. Just kind of waiting to see what gets close to full, and then we'll get it. Or some of the older breaks will go on Thursday. Jackpot, Juan Soto, Joe Adele, Rafael Devers. There's one of our Ray Waves. That is Alec Bohm for the Phillies. Michael Brantley, Nolan Arenado, Stuart Fairchild, Teoscar Hernandez. These are always kind of warped sometimes, these chrome cards. Max Muncy, Ryu. And we got Spencer Torkelson on the Youthquake, Anthony Rizzo. Ryan Anderson, George Springer, Max Fried, Reed Detmers, Joey Votto on the Ray Wave. Again, get your guesses in for the player on the last numbered parallel. This one, there's Patrick Wisdom, DJ LeMahieu, Connor Wong, Lucas Giolito. Jose Ramirez, Adam Frazier, Ryan Valet, Drew Ellis on the rookie. Lance Lynn, Bryce Harper, Ernie Clement, Al Moore. Jackson Reitz, Emmanuel Clase, Ronzi Contreras, Dallas Garcia. Edward Cabrera, Jose Abreu, Vlad Jr., Andre Jackson. Miguel Cabrera, Sammy Long, Alex Bregman, Austin Riley. I'll try to stack these up a little bit. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. A little better. All right, next pack. Mike Yastrzemski, Luke Williams, Trey Ambergi, Jesus Luzardo. Back. We still have our Sapphire to go. We should have numbered parallels out of there. You guys are guessing the player on the last numbered parallel out of this break. Anthony Rendon, Walker Buehler, Kyle Schwarber, Ozzie Albies. Mitch Haniger, Mookie Betts, Kyle Tucker, Christian Yelich, Ray Wave of Emmanuel Rivera, one of the Royals. Jose Barrios, Chris Sale, Aaron Judge, Max Kepler. Justin Verlander is going to be our final Ray Wave, our final Sonic pack of the break. The rookie Matt Manning. Ooh, we got a gold in here. Hubert Ruiz, Kevin Gausman, Xander Bogaerts on the gold out of 50. 18 out of 50. Nice hit there for the Red Sox. The Bogaerts. All right, guys. Now it's time for our Sapphire packs. And we should have our numbered parallels in here. There's Ian Happ, Lance McCullers, Nathaniel Lowe, Jermaine Marquez. Del Marte, the Phillies team card, Kyle Gibson, Alex Bregman. Adam Duvall, Rodolfo Castro out of 25 on the orange. Matthew Boyd, DJ LeMahieu. Rafael Devers. Kyle Higashioka. Willie Peralta. Jorge Lopez. Garrett Sampson. Baltimore team card. Willie Peralta. Yellow out of 50. Mark Melanson. We got 3 packs left. We got Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees. Connor Seabold. Henry Ramos. Julio Urias. Alex Verdugo. Randy Dobek. Charlie Morton. Blake Snell. Our final pack of the break. Now Willie Peralta is the current guest of the break. We got a red. I think it's a red coming up. Luis Garcia. Gerardo Parra. Jonathan Daza. And Angel Zerpa. That's a 1 of 1. Or 2 of 5. No, it's a red. Sorry. 2 out of 5. Colorblind here. 2 out of 5. That is a red. Almost looks like the pink or whatever ones are. 2 of 5. Angel Zerpa for the Royals. That's going to Kansas City spot. He is the guest of the break. Two out of 5 on the red. All right, let's top load recap, and then we'll sign off for the night. Again, we will be back Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central. Make sure you guys check out the future break schedule link there in the chat. Bookmark that page. Keep track of all the breaks we have listed and scheduled. We do send messages the day before the break once we finalize our schedule. So if you guys are in the break, you'll get messages a day before the break. If you want to see ahead of time what is scheduled, sometimes the schedules do change, but you guys can at least see what's getting scheduled or close to scheduled on the future break schedule link. Plus, everything that gets listed is on there as well. You can go right to the breaks. That way, if you don't know, maybe a certain mosaic break or a Topps baseball break is on there and you didn't know about it, you see it first there on the break list. You can click right on that list or on that link and go right to eBay to buy your spots. The future break list is a nice little page to have bookmarked if you guys want to hop into our breaks. All right, Ray Waves, we got Alec Boehm, Joey Votto, Emmanuel Rivera, and Justin Verlander for Houston. Bogarts was a gold out of 50. Rodolfo Castro, rookie out of 25. Willie Peralta out of 50. Angel Zerpa out of 5. 2 out of 5. And the guest of the break for the Royals. That is going to do it for our breaks tonight. I appreciate everybody hopping in the breaks. Everyone getting your guesses in for the $20 guesses. Appreciate everybody. I guess now, what is our next breakdown? Is it? I'm confused on my days with Christmas and everything. Okay, so yeah, today's Friday the 26th. Tuesday the 30th is the next night we'll break. And then we'll break on the 1st. That'll be our first break of 2026. I have 2025 on there. Yep, so we'll break tonight, Tuesday, and then Thursday of next week. So you guys grab your spots into Tuesday's breaks. Have a great weekend. We'll